Hi everybody, welcome to YS Kong Driving, and today we have a mission. And what's the mission, guys? Okay, well, you all know that the new Bezza has been launched, right? So this is actually the facelift of the Bezza, and whilst it was being launched, I was away. So I asked Perodua, can I have a car very early? And yes, okay, so they gave me a car. So I'm probably maybe the first or second to get a car to do this. And the car, this is the Bezza X, yeah, automatic 1.3, not the top spec but one below the top spec. There are two 1.3 automatics in the spec, and the highest spec is the AV. This is the X. Okay, so the AV has got the ASA 2.0, which is the safety features including autonomous braking. This one doesn't have it, but our mission today is to check whether this one is as good as the previous one, which we also drove. The previous car we drove was the Premium X, yeah. So we drove it up the hill and found that it handled quite well. So what's new in this one? Well, there's some cosmetic changes in the front and back, and the headlights and the grills and side skirts have changed, but basically the car remains very much the same, except there's an additional safety feature, or rather two additional safety features for the X, which is good. It's got traction control and vehicle stability control. So I don't think it'll improve the performance of the car, but if anybody gets in trouble, then these two features can help to get you out of trouble. Okay. So what else is affected in this car? Well, the tires have been changed, have been up 1 inch, yeah, whereas the previous one had only 14-inch wheels. They have now upgraded these tires to 15-inch and lowered the profile. So overall circumference is about the same. So gearing is not affected. But having a more rim and less tire means lower sidewalls, which means better sidewall stability, and so technically it should handle better. So what we are going to do is we're going to check it out and see, is it better, or is it worse, or is it the same? So we're going to go along the same road. Now mind you, this is the entry level car, yeah? It's only got 95 horsepower, 121 newton meters of torque. It's a 1.3, and it's not very powerful because it's got a 4-speed gearbox and no sport mode, no nothing. So it's a very basic car. So around the corners you'll be going maybe 50 or 60 kilometers per hour, and in fact we will be struggling to go up the hill, like all of these small cars are. Well, if you had a Honda Civic Turbo, you could even pass me going around the corner. So these are very slow car, but of course you try to drive it to the best of your ability lah. So here we are near the hill, and of course we have to make sure that it's safe, yeah. So there's other traffic, we will go and share the road with them, okay, just to make sure that he saw me and he's not going to change lane. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift down to third gear, and third gear will be the maximum that this gearbox will be able to do. So it'll shift between second and third. See, now he's in third, and we're going to check out the first corner. Okay, there's no car behind us, yeah, so we can take a bit of a line. There is absolutely no car behind us. So if I leave it in third gear position, it will shift between second and third. To shift to second, you will have to actually press the button to unlock it. Okay, so for this one we have to go to second, so we will take it. Not bad. No tire screeching, no nothing, because we're not going very fast, yeah. I switched on the lights just in case there's fog later on. So we are still in second gear, and we're gonna go on the outside, and there's an oil tanker in front, and he's keeping to the left so we can take the line on the right, but take it a bit tighter, and we're through. And so far, how has the car been? It's very, very smooth. No car behind us. Again, we take the line. And again, no car behind us, yeah? I strictly want to say there's no car behind us, so don't say that I'm all over the place. I'm actually controlling the car. Anyway, if you happen to be on this channel and you don't like this, please go and watch some other channel. Please click exit and get out of here, yeah? This channel is for people who like cars and who love driving. Okay, there is the traditional mist. Of course, my lights are on. Make sure this car is out of the way. Yes, he's tried to stay out of the way, and we are through. There's a truck, and we're gonna go past the truck slowly, and we're through again safely. And there's mist, so we'll slow down a little bit. Like I said, you drive as far as you can see. Somebody complained that I'm talking more about the weather than talking about the car. Well, I'm just talking about the driving. We're not talking about the car here. And of course, you have to look at what is the weather condition. You drive accordingly. You don't drive too fast when you can't see. Okay. Checking out the handling. Pretty nice. Very predictable. Catching up on some cars. Yeah, he saw us. Okay, there's some traffic in front of us. We will slow down. Make sure they can see us. Yes, he didn't see us. Does he see us? Yes, he does. Thank you. Does he see us? Yes, he does. Thank you. So it's okay to share the road with other drivers. You just have to be defensive. Max power. Motorbike, we'll keep well clear of him. Then we'll take the line because it's quite some distance away. And this is the catapult. It's like a slingshot. Of Of course, we got to be careful here because there's a junction. There could be cars coming out. Shift down. And there's a car. Another Bezza. Thank you. Okay, down to third. We are here at the Gotong Jaya roundabout. So, how was that, guys? Good, yeah? I'm not going to drink water. I'm going to go for breakfast in the mama. Maybe I'll see Bobby Ang or Con here. This is a regular haunt on early mornings for people who review cars. So the good drivers bring the cars up here. Okay guys, we have finished our breakfast and we have gone for a walk around, and we are now heading down the hill. And for downhill run, we'll keep it in auto mode for the time being, and we're going to take a leisurely drive down before we go and do something else. So traffic is going to be a bit heavier because we have spent a couple of hours here doing the walk around and taking the photographs. So we'll take a leisurely drive, and as usual we have to share the road with other people, and we'll take it easy. So we are now in D mode, in top gear, and just doodling along. This is the first of the humps. We left it in D and we're just letting the automatic gearbox do the work. It's very nice to do a walk around in Genting Highlands because the weather is cool, so we don't sweat, and you can be nice and cool about it. Okay, so we have a truck in front of us, and it's a Hilux. Okay, we'll take him on the left. Weekend riders coming up for a bit of cool air. Okay, this is a 4-speed gearbox, and if you leave it in D, when you accelerate, it hunts for the gear that is most appropriate. Okay, that is why when we climb the hill, you don't want it to go into 4, because every time you lift off for a corner, you will go to 4th gear because there's no resistance, and you will go to 4th gear, and then you go through the bend and you want to accelerate, and then it has to hunt for 2nd or 3rd, so it drops down and goes up all the time. That's not good for the gearbox. Yeah, they call it gear hunting. Oh, they resurfaced the road, not bad. So we're coming to the sharpest bend, and we are still in D. Yeah, we'll let the gearbox hunt for it and see what happens. Okay, we're down to 2nd. Then it goes to 3rd, and then it goes back to 2nd. So this is called gear hunting. So if you don't want that to happen, you shift down to 3rd, and you will stay in third, between third and second, so it doesn't go to fourth, and then you have much better control over the car. And if you really want more control, then you leave it in second and shift up to third, so you shift between second and third as necessary. So as you can see, the road grip is very good. The extra inch on the tires to make it 15 gives it more, or rather more rigidity, less sidewall flex, so it holds the road better, no tire screeching. Of course, if you force it, it will, but you're supposed to drive the car well, and if you drive it well, it's like that. We didn't activate traction control, yeah, or VSC at all on the way up, and it's highly unlikely that we will activate it on the way down. Well, there's still some mist left over. Okay, that's the bus. There's just time to pass it, and we'll take the tight line. Coming into the little roundabout, I'll shift down to second. Take the corner. Peel out to the side. There's no car behind us, yeah? Catching up on Proton. Okay, is he gonna move over? It doesn't look like it, so we'll just have to take him on the left. He's 50 meters behind. No car behind, we're taking the line, shift to third, back to second. From third to second, you're going to press the D10 button, yeah? And here's the truck. He's probably going to take the outside line. We'll take the inside line. The car is really enjoyable to drive. So maybe when I retire, I'll buy a car something like this, then save a lot of fuel and drive slowly around. Okay, our fuel consumption now is 10.9 kilometers per liter. So later we'll do another more down to earth fuel consumption test, because this is on a hill and we are driving it a bit hard. Brakes, so far no problem. So we are almost at the end of the drive, and so the questions that we wanted to ask this morning, with the new tires, with the they said also they also tweaked some of the suspension settings and all that, with the new 15-inch tires and with the traction control and the VSC. Is the Bezza better? Is the Bezza better? Okay, yeah, yes, in terms of handling, I think it has improved marginally, and so you can see from the previous video and this one, there is less tire squeal. Yeah, it did squeal once on a slight right-hander, a very fast, high-speed right-hander, but other than that, it didn't squeal at all. Maybe I was driving a bit slow, I don't know, but the car felt good. And there's a motorbike, make sure he doesn't move. Okay, so in conclusion, I would like to say, yes, there is an improvement. And is it worth the 2,100 ringgit that you had to pay? I think yes, if you are very safety conscious, I'm going to shift to D. D, if you are very safety conscious, the extra items like VSC and traction control, they don't do you any harm. One day it might save you. So the 2,100 ringgit will pay for the extra size wheels, the VSC and the TRC, and of course, yeah, they have to give you a bumper, they have to give you a rear bumper, they didn't have to give you the side skirt. So the entire package that you are paying additional for, is it worth it? Yes, it's worth every cent. So guys, if you have any doubts, well, just put them to rest and go and buy yourself this car if you want it. Yeah. So anyway, we'll move on to other tests, and so thanks for watching, and if you like it, please share and ask your friends to subscribe. And also, for those who find this video offensive or not to your liking, please move to another channel and watch other videos. Yeah, so this channel is for people who love cars, who love to drive. Okay, thank you for watching anyway, and bye bye.